Bonjour.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
How are we all? Oh, there's always one, isn't there?
Willkommen. How are you both?
All right, thanks. How about you?
Yeah, good. Yeah, good. Very good, thank you. Busy?
All good.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very
You?
busy.
Yeah, got plenty of time for this. Yeah, thanks for asking. Good. Well, thanks both for coming again.
That's okay.
This is episode 3.
3.
Yeah.
Ooh, not bad, is it?
Yeah.
We made it.
2.3.
I've got.
2.3.
I like the yeah, 2.3. Yeah. I like the curtains there, Sam.
Yeah, I was going to point that out. So I'm in a different room today.
Yeah.
Which is clearly fully decorated. Finished. What did you think? Yeah, I thought the chintz was.
I like it.
I like it as well.
Yeah.
Whatever. It will come back around. Everything that's out of fashion comes back into fashion. So I'm just going to wait.
Exactly. Yeah.
50 years for that to be a thing, and then laugh all your bits out. Haven't you? So, how have you both been? You been up to much?
No,
go on,
really, to be honest. Not since last time. No, no. How about you?
No, I don't think I've done anything. To be fair, literally just been
just working.
Yeah, just working. So
Yeah.
it was a good one last week, though, wasn't it? Having Scott on.
That was good. Yeah,
it was a
nice
one.
chap.
Yeah.
Good. Hopefully his leg's feeling better. But yeah, he's a nice chap.
Yeah.
Always good to have him on.
We were due to have another guest this week, but due to sort of scheduling bits and pieces, they can't make it. So I thought we'd just save a guest for the week after. We just keep it as us 3 this week.
Good plan.
Hey, what can we do?
Lucky people.
We are the entertaining bit, I suppose. Probably. So we'll just, as we're not going to talk much about British American football this week, we'll just crack on and talk about the NFL then. Yeah. So what's happened this week? It's been the trade deadline.
Yeah. Yep. Trade deadline. Some surprise results.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not been a bad week to be.
Go on, Justin. What did you say?
Well, I was just going to say, maybe a bit political, maybe not for this platform, but who knows? Aaron Rodgers.
What with the vaccine?
Tested positive after claiming to have been vaccinated.
Did he actually say what he was vaccinated for? Because I don't think he actually said, did he? I think he just said he was jabbed.
No, apparently he said he was homeopathically immunized.
Immune, yeah, because he had his antibodies checked, and he had high antibodies, so he chose that he didn't need a vaccine.
That's his right.
Interesting.
As an American, that's his choice.
Absolutely, it's his choice. Absolutely, but you've got to think about the other members of your team because it's a contact sport, isn't it? You know, you're in close proximity to the rest of the team the whole time. You know, your decision doesn't just affect you.
No, and I don't think that decision has gone under the radar. I think that's been a team decision. Everybody's known about that for quite a while, and I think they've probably taken that risk on, knowing full well.
Well, I think he was on high protocol anyway, wasn't he? So he has to be tested more regularly than the other people, and I think if he's in contact with someone and they test positive, he's got to isolate for 5 days, regardless of whether he's negative.
Yeah.
So he's got more strict rules to follow.
They did, didn't they? At the beginning of this season, they made it, the NFL, rightly or wrongly, made it that it wasn't that you were being rewarded for being vaccinated, but you were sort of treated very differently if you weren't vaccinated. So they sort of had to eat separately. They were training on their own, sort of thing. It was it made it quite difficult. They had to have sort of 2 or 3 tests a day. So they they said, well, look, it's your choice, but ultimately it's not going to be the most fun in the world. So you might as well get jabbed.
Indeed, yeah.
Americans love a bit of choice, don't they? I mean, to be fair, it is right. They can do what they want.
Yeah.
But it was, I would, on that point, Justin, it means that Jordan Love is going to make his first start for the Packers this week since week 1, which would be interesting because there was a lot of to-ing and fro-ing at the beginning of the year, wasn't there? Where, well, it lasted up until a couple of weeks ago, where Aaron Rodgers was throwing his toys out the pram and did that weird press conference where he sort of said he wanted to be more involved in the hierarchy and the draft picks and the players they were bringing in because he thinks he's got that experience, which I think is a good. I don't disagree with him. I thought it was quite refreshing to hear it, but it's rubbed him up the wrong way, and you can't imagine that he's going to be. I personally can't see him there after this season, but I didn't think he'd be there this season.
I can't see him going past this season.
I mean, who have they got? They've got the Chiefs as well.
Kansas City, which is a shame because now we're not going to see the game that we would have seen. And I think Green Bay Packers will lose. But I think if they had Aaron Rodgers, I think they'd win.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. I still think it'll be a good game, but you're right. I think they've made it a lot because I think the Chiefs have struggled this year. I don't know for what reason. I think Mahomes has looked out of sorts, and all the family jokes and memes aside, I think he's looked off the ball. I mean, he's thrown 8 interceptions this season already, and he only threw 9 in the past 3 years. So it's something's not right. Something hasn't quite gelled in the off season or the beginning leading up to it because they just haven't looked good. Do you know what I mean? They haven't looked.
I think like a lot of people have said, I think the mystique has gone. I think Tampa Bay Buccaneers figured out the formula, and everyone else now just follows suit.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is.
But that's got a shelf life again, because I know Tom Brady will go forever, but I mean, it can't, can he? Like that the way they've done it, and the fact that the Bucs are sort of in the NFC playoff contention already this season. They haven't played as well as they did last year, but you'd expect that to have a shelf life as well. Do you know what I mean? So,
yeah, you would. But I mean, what they've done differently, what most NFL teams can't do, is that they won the Super Bowl and they kept everyone.
Yeah, that is true.
Every single player has stayed. That mentality is there.
Yeah.
And I think, Mahomes, in my opinion, a little bit biased because, we're Niners and stuff, but I've always thought that if you can get to him, you rush him, he panics. He's not good. If he ain't got time, he's just average. If he's got time, he'll pick you apart. But if he hasn't,
maybe that's a lot to do with it. I mean, there's been a lot of off the field discussions with him, hasn't there? I mean, his family. I mean, it's becoming a running joke now, isn't it? I mean, about how far they go in social media and stuff. But it's I don't know. There's part of me that thinks he used to wind me up a bit like Tom Brady did when he was at the Patriots. And you just think, I don't like him because how good he is, and they are successful, and everybody just hates the team that wins all the time. But sort of seeing the fact that they're not invincible, and you sort of see the stuff that he struggled with this year, you kind of just feel for him a little bit. And I don't know. There's a bit of me that wants him to do well, but not at the cost of anything else.
Not me.
I just couldn't give a shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't give a shit. Yeah. I'm sure he'll get over it on his $500 million contract. So
I'm sure he will.
I know I would.
Sure yeah. Wiping his eyes with $20 bills.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So yeah. The other big thing.
$1 billion.
I know.
Yeah.
I just wanted to think about that for a moment.
It is crazy, really, when you think about it.
That is crazy.
I mean, I wouldn't know what to do with the money. I wouldn't care if my family were nutcases like him, to be fair. That'd be fine.
Nah. You got enough money to send them away, ain't you?
Make them disappear. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The other big news this week was Von Miller going to the LA Rams, which, as much as I like seeing a player like Von Miller go away from the Broncos, because I think he deserves better, I didn't want it to be in the NFC West, and I don't like the fact he's gone to the Rams. But what a trade. They're already flying.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what I found out today, I looked up today that last season, Sean McVay and the LA Rams were the #1 ranked defense, which I thought was surprising. I didn't think that. I didn't know that. And this season, they're 21st. And even though they're doing well on the offense with Matt Stafford coming in instead of Jared Goff, I didn't realise they were struggling so bad in defensively, because they just end up being in high scoring games, don't they? So they're winning.
That's it.
But they're also conceding. So their points differential isn't great, but they're still getting the wins.
That's it.
So I
they
think,
sort of flipped it like Kansas City did, didn't they? They'd win because they'd outscore you. I know that's simple. That's how you win a game. But you could go there and score 6 touchdowns. They'll score 7.
Well, that's it. And Matt Stafford seems to, quite rightly, is fit in the Sean McVay setup, and he seems to fit the system better than Jared Goff looked, to be fair to him.
Yes. Yeah. And for, what is it, a 2nd and 3rd round pick, I think the Rams done all right.
I mean, they are trading their draft picks away.
They are trading their draft picks, but that's 7 and 1.
Yeah. But you'd have to think, though, me being just sort of playing devil's advocate, you'd think that if they don't get to the Super Bowl this season, or they don't do it, there's going to be some questions asked to Sean McVay. Surely. Yeah. I mean, a postseason's great, and you can get to the playoffs. 7 and 1 start's great. I mean, the 49ers 3 years ago, went 11-0, and it was all fantastic. But if you get knocked out, like the Ravens, you go out in the first round of the playoffs. That's just
it's all forgotten. It don't mean anything.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Because I don't think they've got a first round pick until the 2026 draft.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they'll trade up, but it's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it is mad.
But fair play to them. Mad. I mean, like I say, my bias aside, because I don't want them to do well, because I mean the NFC West is already competitive. It's good to see. So I think he's 35 now. And again, I saw a stat today that shocked me. Von Miller hasn't been in the postseason since they won Super Bowl 50.
Super Bowl 50, yeah.
In 2016.
And he was MVP then, wasn't he?
He was MVP, yeah.
Yeah.
He was. Yeah. So he had a blinder, and they didn't make the postseason. They haven't made the postseason since. Or they've made the postseason once since. But you'd think, I mean, they've started 4-4. He said it's like waking up in a Hollywood film. I don't know if you saw the news clip, and he said it's like he went to bed and it was 4-4, and he's woken up and they're 7-1, and he said it's just so.
And it's sunny.
It's not fucking freezing. Yeah. There's no mountains anywhere.
Yeah.
But to be fair to him, you know what I mean. He's mid-30s. How long do linebackers play? He's probably got 2 years in him, maybe.
Yeah. This might be the opportunity to get another one. Yeah.
Absolutely. Get another ring. Retire in LA. I'd have a bit of that myself if I was him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think they could. I think they could do it. I think we could see, back-to-back years, the home team getting to the Super Bowl, hosting the Super Bowl, and winning it. Yeah. I think there's every chance that they could do it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got to, if they do get to the Super Bowl, they've just got to put on a better show than they did last time, because that was absolute. I mean, their fans must have been sick. That was utterly pointless.
Well, it was painful, wasn't it? When we were watching it. It was painful. And we were drunk.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
And it was still painful.
It's still painful.
Yeah,
and typically, you woke up and remembered it as well. That would have been one that you didn't want to remember.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But to be fair, I'm talking about the NFC. I'm excited to see how Jordan Love does for the Packers, because the Packers have now gone to the top of the NFC power, or the top of the power ranking, sorry, and they're the number one seed in the NFC, which is already. It's got to be one of the most. I think it's more competitive than the AFC, personally.
Oh, definitely, without a doubt.
I think there are more teams in the mix this year, particularly from the NFC. With the Bucks coming back, you've got. Well, the Cardinals are playing well. I mean, how well have the Cardinals played? They lost their first game the other night, and they're still only second seed.
Indeed, yeah.
Which is incredible.
Yeah. I mean, the AFC, they're slowly catching up. Obviously, it's been dominated by the Patriots for many, many years. But, you've now got the Buffalo Bills in there. You've got the Ravens. You've got the Chiefs, the Titans. There's certainly more in the mix than there was. Definitely.
Yeah.
But the NFC by far is the toughest.
So I was looking at the playoff picture. If the season ended today, where the playoff teams would sit. So the number one seeds are the Tennessee Titans and the Green Bay Packers. They would get the bye in the first round. Then the wild card round, you would get the Chargers versus the Raiders. You'd get the Steelers versus the Ravens. And then you'd get the Bengals versus the Bills, which I think all sound pretty good. I'd like to see that stay very similar, to be fair, because I think the Bengals are owed a playoff run for the rubbish they had with Joe Burrow, and I'd love to see the Bills. Bills are my favourite team in the AFC. I think I really like Josh Allen, and I love. I just think they've earned a shot because they were really good last year, and I think he's
definitely, yeah.
but the wild card round in the NFC would put the Panthers versus the Cardinals, which I think the Cardinals would probably do. The Saints versus the Cowboys, and then the Rams.
Cowboys do that.
The Rams versus the Bucks, which I think would be the best.
The Rams will do that.
Yeah. So, but it's interesting to see. I think obviously we're only halfway through the season, and where has that gone?
I know. Yeah.
How are we halfway through the regular season already?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, but yeah. So it's all very exciting. I think that if speaking about the 49ers, obviously, I'm still struggling to see us.
That's a record. That's a record. That's the longest time
we've ever gone. Yeah. Oh, just for the 49ers? Oh,
well, I don't think we've got to worry about it this year.
No. Ironically, though, Jimmy G played his best game against the Bears. Played all season. Yeah. Scored 2 rushing touchdowns. I don't know.
Yeah, he did. There's something. It just doesn't look right, though, does it? I don't think there's something not right.
Yeah, it's a difficult one. The problem is if we were in the NFC South, it would be probably easier, or any other NFC division. But because we're in the West, the Seahawks are having a terrible season, which doesn't bode well for us when Russell Wilson comes back fit, and he's just entered rehab, so he'll be back in a couple of weeks. And then you've got obviously the Rams, which are tipped for Super Bowl favourites, and then you've got the Cardinals, who are also likely to get into the playoffs. So
exactly,
you've got to be the best in the NFC to get out of that division anyway.
And you've got us who sold our soul to the devil for a kid who played 18 high school games or something stupid like that. Yeah, he's the one.
Yeah,
excellent.
Absolutely.
And then you look at Mac Jones throwing it around here, there, and everywhere for the Patriots, who looks like he's played for frickin' years. And everyone was like, "No, don't get him. Look, we've got Jimmy G, made of glass, damn handsome chap, and I wished he wasn't as injury prone as he was, because I think he is a fantastic quarterback. But it's just not happening for us. I don't know what's going on there.
Well, it's difficult. It is difficult. But I don't want to write the season off yet, because 3-4 is certainly not a terrible way to start the season, especially if we lost 4 of those in a row.
Well, we got Cardinals next, so
easy. Yeah. Well, they're saying that Kyler Murray, he rolled his ankle during whoever they just played. I can't remember who they played now, but they lost, didn't they?
Green Bay.
So they lost, and he rolled his ankle in a tackle, so he's not been full practice this week. So they said that he's likely to play, but he is still a doubt. So he's not odds on, and they think it might go to game day before they decide whether he's going to be playing.
Oh, really?
I mean, if he doesn't play, who knows? I mean, if we can,
we've got a chance.
If we can beat them, then I think that makes a big difference, because obviously it's
if he doesn't play, I think we'll be all right, because they've got Josh Rosen as their backup, haven't they?
Yeah, he's just so bloody mobile.
Murray is. Yeah,
he's so low centre of gravity, because his head's about 18 inches, like massive head and tiny little.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and he's like 12 inches off the floor, isn't he?
Goes. Exactly, yeah. So in other trade stuff that's happened this week or not happened, the things that I wanted to just mention to you was OBJ going to we're being traded away from the Browns. Apparently, he's not practicing anymore. He's been excused by the Browns for the second training session in a row, or practice in a row.
I don't get that bloke.
Well, no,
I just don't get it.
It's a non-injury related personal matter.
Yeah,
he's fallen out with the coach, I think.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Which is
his dad posted loads of videos of him being wide open and Baker Mayfield not throwing him the ball, wasn't it?
Just ridiculous. It's just crazy. That's exactly what your parents getting involved. That's smooth as ever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
A professional sportsman earning billions of dollars. Yeah, get your dad involved.
Get your dad involved. Yeah.
Smooth it all right out. Yeah. But so there was talk of him going to the Saints. There was talk of him potentially going to the Raiders. I don't know. I don't rate him as much as I think his stock has dropped since he's left the Giants.
Yeah.
I don't think he's shown that he's world class, and I think that's.
I don't think so.
I think that's what he expected while he was at the Browns. I think he expected people to sort of bow at his feet and all the rest of it, and that's certainly not happened. Whether it's due to happen or not.
I don't know. I mean, I've never bought into him anyway. To be honest with you, I mean, he's played some, good games and he's made some fancy catches. But that's what you'll remember OBJ for. He's made some fancy one-hand catches. That's it.
Yeah.
He ain't won anything. He hasn't helped the team win anything.
No.
I think he hypes himself a damn sight more than he should, really.
Yeah, he's been living off the back of that catch for the Giants for a long time, I think. I mean, don't get me wrong, he is good, but I don't think... He is good, yeah. I don't think he's worth...
But there's plenty of wide receivers in front of him in the queue, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't say, for example, I wouldn't trade him for like Brandon Ayuk or anyone like that. I think he's a veteran now that I think if he goes to the Saints or the Raiders, he'll be sort of second string. Because he also comes with a bit of grief as well because he throws these tanks.
He always comes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's always throwing his toys out for him.
But
or being beaten up by a kicking net.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. So he's stuck at the Browns now until the end of the season, which could make stuff awkward, or it might make him pull his finger out. Who knows? But we'll keep an eye on it. And the other one that was talked about since the beginning of this season was Deshaun Watson. Leaving the Houston Texans to go to the Dolphins in like this weird trade that they were thinking about. There was almost a three-way trade, wasn't there, between the Washington football team as well?
I thought that was going to happen, to be honest with you. I really did think. I thought we were going to wake up Tuesday and he was at Miami.
Yeah.
But I'm not too sure how that would have worked. But
well, I don't know. I mean, the fact that he's got 22 civil cases against him at the moment that are outstanding.
Yes.
And apparently they're all going to be bought off. They're all going to be paid off. So, or they're going to be, say, paid off. I mean, they're going to be settled out of court.
I wish I jumped in on that now then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So he reckons they're going to settle them all out of court.
I brush my arse in a club.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So he's, so who knows? I don't know what's going to happen with that. And well, I don't think anybody does. But now he's obviously at the Texans till the end of the season. So he'll be there. And I think they're going to declare him as inactive every week. I think is the case now. I think he's just going to be declared inactive and not play.
Going back to Aaron Rodgers, we were talking about Aaron Rodgers earlier. I still have a sneaky suspicion that we could get to the end of the season and next season he could be playing for us.
Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah. I still think there is a chance that can happen, You
reckon?
Because Kyle Shanahan was pretty keen on making that happen. I think Aaron Rodgers he's out to prove a point this year and probably win the Super Bowl as a perfect goodbye. Yeah. Fucking hope so anyway.
Are you thinking Green Bay Packers for the Super Bowl?
There's a bloody good chance, yeah, definitely.
Who do you think will get there? Who do you think will get there?
I think
I'll tell you
AFC. Yeah, go on.
No. I was going to say I'd like to see two teams get there, and I know that this isn't just because whoever, but I'd love it to be the Chargers and the Rams,
right?
Because I think the Chargers. Look, I've got a real soft spot for the Chargers because I think they look good. I'm partial to the old lightning bolt on the uniform. And I think the lad at quarterback, his name escapes you now. What's his name?
Herbert.
Herbert. That's it. Yeah. I think he looks really good. And I like the Chargers because I've always had a bit of a thing for the Chargers since they left San Diego because I think they've always got the rough end of the stick. I think they left San Diego for the wrong reasons, whether that was ownership or whatever. And I think that they've got a rough end of the stick when they've been in LA. Because they're always going to be in the Rams' shadow because that SoFi Stadium is designed on the Rams. It's got their logo in mind. You know what I mean? It's always been about the Rams. It's that celebrity thing. It's Hollywood.
So you're thinking Chargers to beat the Rams?
I'd love it. Yeah, I would love that because I think that would change everything. I'm not saying it would happen because I don't think the Chargers would get that far, but I would really like to see that happen at the SoFi Stadium. The two LA teams. I think it would make people take the Chargers more seriously because I think they're a bit of their own fans were booing them. It's just, I think it's pathetic.
Yeah.
They didn't ask to be put in LA. and I still don't know why they have been. To be honest, I like why move two teams to the same state? I just don't get it. I would have kept San Diego. I mean, I know the fan base is always going to be difficult, but yeah, I've always had a bit of a, not being my bonnet, but I've always had a bit of a soft spot for them because of it. And
That's fair enough.
I quite like the idea of the LA teams going at it and the Chargers beating the Rams.
Fair enough. That'd be a good one. I'd enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know, man. It's hard, isn't it? Because I mean, the NFC, like we were just saying, the NFC has so many teams coming through. I reckon if I was to call it now, I reckon probably you're going to see the Rams. I wouldn't rule Kansas City out of it yet, but I reckon the Rams and maybe the Bills.
I'd like to see
the Ravens.
Yeah.
But no, not Ravens. But see, I wouldn't. I reckon Dallas Cowboys could be an outsider.
Do you?
Yeah, they're looking like they're quite cocky at the minute, but they really are playing well.
Yeah, they are absolutely. Dak looks good.
Yeah,
and to be fair, not many people like the Cowboys, but I'm glad Dak's come back stronger after his injury. I think that's always a good thing. I like that.
Yeah, I wish we got him.
Yeah, he's a good.
Yeah, because there was talk, wasn't there? It was a big rumor when he was injured that we were going to take him on, but that never transpired into anything again.
So many.
We seem to be linked to all these quarterbacks who go off and do amazing things.
Yeah,
and then we get Mr. Glass.
But when he came, though, we were in the worst. We were in the worst position we've been in years, and he came back. We won 5 in a row. He got the ACL injury, and then the season he was fit, we went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's amazing. So that's what I mean. But I just wished he wasn't so injury prone. Bless him.
Absolutely.
He's so fragile. Yeah,
he does look like he's carrying some like fear with him. Bless him.
Yeah.
What's your pick, Justin?
Do
you know what? I'd love to see, for obvious reasons, Buccaneers against Patriots.
Yeah, that's not a bad one. I don't think it'll happen this season.
That'd be a good match.
That would be, though. Yeah. Especially if old Trevor Lawrence was. It's not Trevor Lawrence, is it? Is it Trevor Lawrence at the Patriots?
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones, of course, it is Trevor Lawrence at the Jags. Sorry, but that would be good. It would be good for a rookie quarterback to take the Patriots against the Bucs. Yeah, that would be good.
He does look good, though.
He does. Yeah, he does. Yeah.
He does. Yeah, he does.
I mean, they're 4-4.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not looking too bad, and it's I mean, in all seriousness, I know the Chargers probably won't do it, but I'd like to see the Bills get there. I think this is. I like Josh Allen. I like the setup.
Yeah.
I like their uniforms. I'm partial to a decent kid.
Yeah.
And I think that they're probably one of my favourites in the NFC. I'd like to see the Titans get there as well, but I don't think they will. I think Ryan Tannehill probably fall short, but it'd be good to see.
Yeah, it would be. Definitely.
Yeah, but okay. So we'll say 49ers to win it all then. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
We're all in agreement. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
The Washington football team, clearly, that would be a surprise.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. This is awkward.
Anyway, I'd love to hear what other people think. Get in touch, tell us what you think.
Yeah, at this stage of the season, who your NFL, who your Super Bowl picks are. I don't think it's going to be the Detroit Lions, as they are 0-8. They are.
So there's still a chance.
I'll tell you what, it's worth putting a quid on them, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, now you can't finish 8-8. You could still go 9-8 if they win their next 9 games in a row. But I mean, you've got we're 3-4. The Seahawks are 3-5. The Cards and the Rams are 7-1. You've got the Dallas Cowboys on 6-1. I mean, that division is just. I mean, sorry to all the Eagles and Washington and New York fans, but that division is garbage.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Sorry.
Yeah.
But,
it is.
The Cowboys have just got to sort of be like, we'll go in the playoffs if you like, out of us boys. I don't mind.
Yeah. Shall we go?
Yeah, because the
NFC to stay here.
The NFC East, Dallas Cowboys on 6-1, which is great, and you're right, they're doing very well. Eagles are 3-5, Washington are 2-6, and the Giants are 2-6. It's just garbage.
No one wants it in that division, do they? No one wants it.
It's like the Spider-Man. Those three teams are just like the three Spider-Men, just all stand there pointing at each other.
Washington are just waiting until they got a proper team name.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Till we can be branded properly, we'll have a go. Right. So I think that's all the NFL, isn't it? I think we've all the NFL. Oh, what I was going to talk about very quickly was
go on.
Games coming up on the telly, on the telly box. Well, we've got time.
Telly box.
Just quickly,
Yeah.
So the Jets are playing the Colts as we speak tonight, which is Thursday night football, which I think will be a good game because that Mike White set the passing record. Well, he's the second ever player to hit 400 passing yards in his debut for a new team, which is quite cool, really, considering they've just traded for Joe Flacco.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah.
How's your luck? Yeah, I'll go and sort it out. Oh. Back on the bench I go.
Yeah.
So they're saying that they think Mike White will start this weekend against the Colts or tonight against the Colts.
He's got to. He deserves to.
You wouldn't not, would you? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So the game's on TV this weekend, and by TV I mean Sky Sports. So they're not the ones that are on Game Pass or anything. You've got the Browns at the Bengals, so the Browns are 4-4. The Bengals are 5-3. I think that'll be quite a good game. I think it'll be interesting to see. That's the 5 o'clock game, and then you've got the Packers.
I think Bengals will have that one. Yeah,
I think so. I think the Bengals will do that, especially with people like. It just sounds like the Browns are just having a bit of a rough time, did it, with the players and stuff. You got the Packers and the Chiefs as the sort of prime time game, which I think,
as we've already talked about, that could be an interesting game.
I'm hoping Jordan Love pulls a game out of his arse there, and they sort of turn.
I hope so.
I hope so. I do hope so. Yeah.
And I think it's a good time to play the Chiefs as well. I know they're faltering, but I think it'd be a good opportunity for them to sort of make a stamp for next season. I think it's good.
Definitely, yeah.
And then the late game is the Titans at the Rams, which will be another good one because they're both 6-2 and 7-1. So I think it'll be worth seeing.
I would have been more confident for the Titans if they had Henry, but with Derrick Henry out, I just don't think they're gonna. They haven't got enough. I don't think.
No,
I think Rams will.
Yeah, because he's out. They reckon he's out for the season, do they?
Yeah, potentially. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a big loss, isn't it? Because they've drafted in Adrian Peterson, haven't they?
They did, yeah. But that's not enough, is it? I mean, Derrick Henry's a sort of freight train.
Yeah,
you can't replace that.
Absolutely not. And it's I don't think it'll be long before they start falling off. That time then we'll just do the quiz, shall we? And I'll embarrass myself. Oh, last week was horrible.
Oh, mate, don't worry about it.
Oh, it's just.
I enjoyed it.
You got the answers in front of you.
Yeah. I'm sure the 7 people that watched it outside of us are probably just like, what?
Yeah.
What are they on?
What are you talking about? How can you not know that, you thick idiot? Right, anyway.
Are you going to roll the intro?
Roll the intro.
Yep, still not featuring in it. Good.
Your name's on it.
Yep.
Okay. And a foghorn.
A foghorn. The foghorn represents me, doesn't it? That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I thought that was me talking, actually.
We'll have a little klaxon at the end.
Anyway, so looking forward to this one, guys?
Absolutely not.
No.
Is it?
I think you'll do okay. I think you'll surprise yourselves.
Is it anything to do with American football? Because if it is,
very slightly.
Right, so.
Oh, very slightly, right.
Really tenuously.
Bugger.
No, it's to do with American football. And this week's quiz.
Is it who's got the best curtains in the background? Me. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
You're the only one with curtains in the background.
See your point.
That's why you win.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, dear. Well, that's the tiebreaker. Oh, I thought that was going to be the tiebreaker anyway. So
Yeah.
I'll have to think of a new tiebreaker if we get there. Okay, so this week's quiz is called The Height of Success.
Oh, no.
Any guesses?
Right. Player height?
Is it that obvious?
I was going to say something like really left field, like the height of the stadium's above sea level or something. And I was going to be like, oh, no.
And Sam's got it.
Is that right?
No.
Oh.
No. At the risk
You've
of
really
repeating
done
myself-
the height of players.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
Well, at least it's not based on actual knowledge about players and where they play, because that's where I struggle.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, so basically, I'm going to give you. It's going to be a list of players again, and take it alternately, and you've just got to tell me whether they're taller or shorter than the previous player.
Oh, God.
Higher or lower, if you will.
Have I heard that before?
No. Once again, I must put the disclaimer out. any relevance to any quiz you may have seen on TV is purely accidental, and none of these quizzes are based on higher, lower. Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah. Now, I think there was, because I decided who went first and who went second last week, and I think there was a little bit of thinking that I might have been, adjusting the outcome. Cheating, I think is the word, isn't it? Deflating the ball, that kind of thing.
I didn't want to say it.
So we're going to have a question to decide who goes first this week.
Brilliant. What
shall we have a question about?
Who's got the best curtains?
Jimmy Garoppolo. When's his birthday?
Oh, I know.
Do you?
Yeah.
Go for it.
3rd of November.
Okay. Dean, do you want to have a guess? Not what year, by the way, Sam.
Do I have to tell you what year?
Yeah.
Every year.
Yeah.
I'm going to say.
We'll take...
What do you want the year as well? Yeah.
No, not if you don't want to.
Well, I'll say 1990.
Oh, okay. Dino. By the way, I must just point out we're recording this on the 4th of November, so hence the reason Sam knowing something. I'm not saying he's right.
Well, I'm going to have to be honest, and I don't know when his birthday is, so it's over to Sam.
No, give it a guess.
Year 91.
Okay, and what?
Do you definitely know, Sam?
No, I have an inkling, but I don't definitely, because I don't think I've got it right, but I have an inkling it's around now.
All right. Well, I'll take a punt. Say the 11th of March.
91.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Sam, I hate to do this to you, Sam. I hate to do this to you.
No, you don't.
I do. His birthday is the 2nd of November.
Oh.
91. Dean wins. Anyway, good though, Sam. Good knowledge, kind of.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah.
That's why he didn't show him that card I sent him.
Yeah. Oh dear. Anyway, that was only to decide who goes first anyway. So Dean, you go first.
Okay.
So Jimmy Garoppolo is 6'2". Okay. I want you to tell me if the next person, it's going to be quarterbacks and linebackers I went for.
Okay.
Whether he's higher or lower than 6'2". Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush. Dallas Cowboys.
I'm going to say higher.
And you'd be absolutely correct. So, Sam, back to you.
Yep.
Mason Rudolph. Higher or lower than Cooper Rush? I should say, really, shouldn't I? Cooper Rush, 6'3". Mason Rudolph, Sam. Higher or lower than 6'3"?
Lower. Oh.
He's 6'5".
Of course he is.
So Dean, over to you.
Give me Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray, come on.
6'5", right?
Yep.
Higher or lower? I think you've heard of this guy. He's called Tom Brady.
If he's taller than 6'5", we've got it.
Yeah, lower.
Correct. Any guesses?
I'm going to put him at 6'4".
You're absolutely right. 6'4".
Yeah.
Is it?
So.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah.
I am not very good at any games that we do.
Yeah.
We'll find one. We've got a few more games left in the season, Dan. We'll find one.
Yeah.
Over to you anyway, this time, Sam.
Yeah.
Higher or lower than Tom Brady at 6'4", Justin Fields?
Got to be lower, isn't he?
Lower than 6'4"?
Yeah.
You're right. Do you want to have a guess?
6'2".
6'3".
Oh. I got it right though.
You did get it right. That's the main thing.
Yes. Yay.
Yeah.
Dean, back to you. Nick Bolton. Higher or lower than Justin Fields?
Nick Bolton.
Yes. Kansas City.
Higher.
He's not. He's lower than 6'3". He's 6 foot.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Sam, how do you feel about that?
Loving it.
Loving it, loving it, loving it.
to go level in this game.
Yeah.
Sam, higher or lower than Nick Bolton at 6 foot? David Mayo.
Mayo.
David Mayo.
David Mayo.
David Mayo. What was the height? Sorry, higher or lower than 6 foot?
Yeah. Do you know where he plays, by the way?
A linebacker.
He's a linebacker. Yeah. He plays for Washington football team.
I'm going to say higher.
You are absolutely spot on. So, 2-2. Dean, over to you. Higher or lower than David Mayo at 6'2"? Look at Sam's little face. He's so happy.
No.
I haven't lost yet.
Over to you, Dean. Higher or lower than 6'2"? Lorenzo Carter.
Lorenzo.
Higher.
Ooh. Do you want to hazard a guess? You're right, by the way.
I'm going to say, I've got a feeling, is it something stupid like 6'5"?
Have you got the answers?
No.
It's 6'5". Yeah. Actually, who does he play for?
Is it the Eagles?
At 6'5", who would you be playing for?
Giants.
Yeah, very good. So over to you, Sam.
Do I get a point for that?
No. Higher or lower than Lorenzo Carter at 6'5"? You've mentioned him already tonight. Jared Goff.
Oh, fuck me.
Lower.
You might as well say Kyler Murray.
He's got to be lower than 6'5", hasn't he?
Yes, he is. You're right. Do you want to hazard a guess?
6'1".
No, he's 6'4".
Is he?
He is.
Wow. Well.
Yeah. So level. Dino, over to you.
Cool.
We had Jared Goff, 6'4". Mac Jones, higher or lower?
Lower.
You're absolutely right. How tall do you reckon he is?
6'2".
6'3".
Oh.
So, just checking the scores. Sam, you can draw this level.
Oh, pressure.
Mac Jones at 6'3".
Yes.
Jalen Phillips, higher or lower?
Who does he play for?
Dolphins. Jalen Phillips.
Higher or lower than
6'3".
A few moments later.
Lower.
To draw level, Sam. Sorry?
Lower.
6'5".
Depressing, isn't it? Just succeed in life. It's just horrible, isn't it?
So close. Yeah. So how do you think you'd have got on with the other set of questions? Had you got the year right for Jimmy Garoppolo's birthday?
Don't know. Probably equally as bad. At least I made it competitive this week, though.
Yeah, you did. No, it's a good game. Unfortunately, I was really hoping it'd be a tie because I wanted to use my tiebreaker.
That's a rollover then.
No, I think no, because this tiebreaker is really significant for this quiz. I'm going to say what it was anyway.
Cool.
What is the total height of all the players we've just talked about?
Oh, wow.
I'm going to say 76 foot and 3 inches.
76 foot 3 inches.
Yeah.
Dino, do you want to guess?
64.5 feet.
Just trying to work out who would be closest. 69 feet. So, yeah, you would be closest, Dean. Just, yeah.
Okay.
Shock.
Anyway.
Didn't win the hypothetical tiebreaker.
Yeah. So, thanks to the draw in the first round, Dean is on 3, and Sam is on 1.
Thanks to that draw that I get a point by default because I still didn't win. So I'm yet to win one, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, we've got another few quizzes, and what subject would you like to come up, Sam?
Anything but American football? Can we do that?
Okay.
Yeah, if it's normal football, I'm out. That's it. I'm done.
Yeah. No, it's good though.
We'll do one about curtains next time.
Well, I was kind of hoping that would be my week, but when your number comes up, your number's drawn. You know what I mean?
Good work, guys. And to be fair, as Sam said, at least it went down to the last question.
Yes.
So
I'm improving every week.
Yeah. That's a good quiz.
So there are. So what we're on now?
Well done, guys.
We're on episode 3, so there are 3 episodes to go. So in theory, I could win this 4-3, is what we're saying.
Absolutely, you could. Yeah.
So watch out.
No
danger. There is no danger. Oh, hang on. Isn't there a forfeit at the end of all this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, cool.
Do you want to know what it is now?
I'd rather not.
Okay, good.
Yeah, no,
Probably.
I'd rather not.
No, let's not. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd rather wait until I've lost 6-1.
Yeah.
Then we'll worry about it.
Okay. I think you'll be fine. I think the next one you'll be really, you'll do really well, Sam.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I'm glad people can see this and not just hear it, because it's just like, oh, going down.
Anyway, thanks, guys. That was good fun.
Yeah, it was good.
Cool. Thank you.
So that's it for this one. It's been a
Yep.
good one, yeah. Just talking about American football and stuff.
Yeah. Enjoyed that.
Yeah.
So we got a guest next time, Sam, hopefully?
We have. Yeah, I won't reveal who it is just because of scheduling stuff. You never know. But we have got a guest scheduled in for the next episode, next 2 episodes, theory. So what we've got to do is work on, see if we can get a sort of a guest for the final episode of the series, episode 6. So we should be guested up now until the end of the series, hopefully.
Awesome.
Excellent. Good.
Nice one.
Is that all right?
All right.
Yeah,
Nice.
good work.
Yep,
Nice
look
one.
forward to it.
Wicked. All right, guys. Well, I will see you on the flip side. So this will be available on YouTube for the time being. So make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll do all that. And yeah, we'll catch up in a couple of weeks.
No worries. Enjoy the games.
See you in a bit.
Take care, guys. Cheers.
See you later.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.